What if I told you that one of the world's most successful software companies has no venture capital funding, no flashy founder interviews, no Silicon Valley headquarters, and yet serves over 100 million users worldwide? While startups were busy raising millions of dollars, this company quietly built a software empire. And the most surprising part? Its founder left the United States and moved to a small village in Tamil Nadu to run the company. This is the incredible story of Sridhar Vembu and Zoho Corporation. The story begins in 1996. A young engineer named Sridhar Vembu had completed his PhD from Princeton University and was working in the United States. At that time, the internet boom was just beginning. Most entrepreneurs were dreaming about building the next big internet company, but Vembu had a different vision. Instead of creating a consumer internet business, he wanted to build software for businesses. So he co-founded a company called AdventNet. Their initial focus was network management software. The business was small, highly technical, and mostly invisible to the general public. But it generated something incredibly valuable: profits. While competitors were raising money from investors, AdventNet focused on building products customers would actually pay for. That single decision would shape the company's future. In the early 2000s, the software industry experienced a massive transformation. Software was moving from desktop computers to the internet. This model became known as software as a service, or SaaS. Most companies saw this shift as a threat. Zoho saw it as an opportunity. In 2005, AdventNet launched Zoho Writer. Imagine this. Google Docs barely existed. Cloud software was still a new concept. Yet Zoho was already building online productivity tools. Zoho CRM, Zoho Mail, Zoho Projects, Zoho Books. One product became 10. 10 became 20. 20 became 50. Today, Zoho offers an entire ecosystem of business software. Instead of using separate vendors for CRM, email, accounting, HR, project management, analytics, and customer support, businesses could get everything from one provider. This became Zoho's biggest competitive advantage. Now here's where the story becomes fascinating. Most SaaS companies follow a standard playbook. Raise funding, spend heavily on marketing, grow rapidly, raise even more funding. Zoho rejected this model entirely. The company never took venture capital, not a single dollar. Think about that. Many SaaS companies burn millions before becoming profitable. Zoho funded its growth entirely from customer revenue. This gave the company something rare: freedom. No investors demanding quarterly growth, no pressure to chase valuations, no need to sacrifice long-term thinking. While startups focused on fundraising, Zoho focused on building products. And over time, this created a powerful moat, because every dollar earned could be reinvested into product development. Today, Zoho remains one of the largest bootstrapped software companies in the world. In 2019, Sridhar Vembu made a decision that shocked the business world. He moved from Silicon Valley to a rural village in Tamil Nadu. Most tech founders dream of moving closer to the startup ecosystem. Vembu moved away from it. Why? Because he believed talent exists everywhere. Opportunity doesn't. Instead of hiring only from elite institutions, Zoho began training students directly from smaller towns and villages. Educational initiative. Young people who may never have attended prestigious colleges were trained and hired. This model solved two problems. First, Zoho gained access to untapped talent. Second, it created employment opportunities outside major cities. This philosophy became known as transnational localism, building global products while creating local impact. Few companies have embraced this approach as deeply as Zoho. Let's talk about why Zoho's business model is so powerful. Most software companies specialize in one area. One company offers CRM, another offers accounting, another offers email, another offers project management. Businesses end up paying multiple vendors. Zoho chose a different strategy: create an entire operating system for businesses. Once a customer starts using Zoho CRM, it's easy to adopt Zoho Mail, then Zoho Books, then Zoho Projects, then Zoho Desk. The more products a customer uses, the harder it becomes to switch. This creates strong customer retention. It also lowers customer acquisition costs because existing customers buy additional products. This strategy is called ecosystem expansion, and it's one of the reasons Zoho has been able to compete against giants like Salesforce, Microsoft, Google, without raising billions of dollars. There are several powerful lessons in Zoho's journey. Lesson 1. Revenue is better than funding. Funding can accelerate growth, but revenue creates independence. Zoho proved that customers can be your best investors. Lesson 2. Think long-term. Many companies optimize for the next quarter. Zoho optimized for the next decade. Long-term thinking compounds. Lesson 3. Build moats through ecosystems. A single product can be copied. An ecosystem is much harder to replicate. Lesson 4. Talent is everywhere. Opportunity is not. Zoho showed that world-class companies can be built outside traditional tech hubs. Lesson 5. Stay focused. For nearly 3 decades, Zoho focused on one thing: building software businesses love. No distractions, no hype, just execution. In a startup world obsessed with valuations, fundraising rounds, and media attention, Zoho took a different path. It stayed private, stayed profitable, stayed focused, and built one of the most respected software companies in the world. The story of Zoho reminds us that you don't need venture capital to build a billion-dollar business. You don't need to be in Silicon Valley. And sometimes the best businesses are built quietly while everyone else is chasing headlines. Because in business, attention is optional, but value creation is not. If you enjoyed this case study, subscribe for more business stories that